Okay, I'm gonna press the record button. Okay.
Yeah, let's do this.
Recording
Let's
right
go,
now.
guys. Let's go. All right.
Yeah.
He's warming up those hands.
I'm pissed now.
Getting back in the mood. All right. So what's going on, guys? We got Investing Hustler and we got Kevin from Cyberworld. What's up, guys?
What's going on, guys? What's going on? I'm having a horrible day. I'm pissed. Oh,
Well, you don't sound pissed and you're smiling. So
nah, man. Whatever.
Got to lighten up the mood a little bit.
I have to lighten it up.
So today we're talking about one of our favorite companies, Aurora Cannabis.
Aurora Cannabis. So yeah, today we're gonna talk about how low do we think Aurora Cannabis can go. So actually, we might as well pull up Aurora Cannabis charts, no?
I have the thing in front of me right now.
Here, I know exactly, but look, we could share it right here. Let me just pull it up. So
I honestly believe that the Aurora market cap will not go below $5 billion.
Yeah.
And why is that?
Because Constellation Brand invested into Canopy for 18% of the company for $5 billion. And, and Aurora has very similar structure to Canopy, except for Aurora is more efficient than Canopy. So Aurora deserves at least a $5 billion market cap, in my opinion only. I mean, at the end of the day, investors, like rich investors, are the ones that dictate the stock price. I'm just a leech.
All right, well, this is what I think. So I think that so $5 billion is pretty much correct. So if Aurora went down to like 550, 540 around here, that would pretty much give it a $5 billion market cap, no?
Yeah, about 550, maybe a little bit lower.
So if history does repeat itself, I could see Aurora going down to 540, 550. But based on their earnings, Aurora made 30 million gross income this quarter, right?
Yeah, but it's not about this quarter. It's about the next quarter.
Yeah,
exactly. So let's say next quarter they do 40 million.
Well, they're gonna do more than 40 million. They're selling out of weed. They have no weed right now. I'm in Edmonton, and all the stores are shut down because there's out of stock signs everywhere. I went to Nova, empty, like nothing in the store, like out of stock everywhere. All they have is like oils, like CBD oils, and that's it. And there's like a bunch of stores on near my area that is like shut down. Like they literally shut down the stores, like sorry, out of inventory, waiting for a shipment. So it's really bad in Edmonton. And according to the Aurora conference call, they're saying that the province will take everything Aurora has right now, but Aurora said they can't give them everything they have right now because they have the medical patients to look after, and they also have the supply agreement that they need to give to the German market, so they can't just throw everything to the rec market.
For now, I mean, isn't this kind of the opposite of what we thought? We thought there was going to be a huge supply glut.
For the first 2 years, it's going to be more demand versus supply. But I heard after the first 2 years, it's going to be more supply versus demand. That's what I heard. So maybe for the first 2 years, we might see, I don't know. It's hard to predict.
It's hard to predict because Ontario.
How much do you think they'll be making gross revenue next quarter?
Oh, gross revenue. 60%. Because Aurora is really efficient when it comes to producing the product. So they're very low cost producers. So I say at least a gross margin of 60%.
No, gross revenue. How much?
Gross revenue.
Gross revenue.
Oh, what do you think the total revenue is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I'm gonna say between 50, maybe 60 million gross revenue.
No, let's put more than 50 because the medical market is already $35 million. They're already generating $35 million off the medical market, and then they have oils, they have pre-rolls, they have dry bud. Dry bud is the lowest profit margin. But it's tough to say. But I would range in the $100 million. I would say generate at least $100 million next quarter, if not more.
Million.
That'd be nice.
Canopy's gonna be more than that because Canopy has tweet stores, right? So not only they're selling to regular stores, they're selling it to themselves too. So they're generating money off revenue off their tweet stores and on top of the thing. So I think Canopy can be in the 200 million. So Aurora's gonna be 100+ million, and Canopy's gonna be 200 million. Canopy still might lose money, but Aurora's but according to Cam Batley, which I watched every single of his video, he says that they should be cash flow positive in the next quarter.
That's awesome.
That's crazy though, because if they grow to 100 million, that means quarter over quarter they're gonna grow over 300%. So you think?
Yeah, well, it makes sense, right? They have $71 million, actually $80 million of inventory. So
we'll have to see. I don't think it'll be 100 million, but that would be amazing if that were the case.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be in the range of 100 million though.
And if they're making 100 million gross revenue every quarter, that would mean in a year they'd be making 400 million. But even at $400 million, you don't think like a $8 billion, a $10 billion market cap is too much?
Oh no, I honestly believe at $8 billion market cap, they're still undervalued because if you look at Shopify, they make like $200 million per quarter, and their market cap is anywhere between $16 billion to $20 billion. I mean, yes, they are in the overinflated area. The company is extremely overvalued, but Aurora has a big name brand. Everybody's like invested in weed right now. So Aurora has a lot of love for them. Like a lot of investors love Aurora. So, and I'm sure there's lots of billionaires backing them too. So,
yeah, I'd say Aurora has one of the strongest fan bases for investors, especially like small time investors or even small to mid size investors. Like it's just crazy how popular Aurora is.
Yeah. No, it's just,
and their products sell like crazy too. Like I've been in lineup for like after the first week, basically all of the Aurora products that were on shelves were all gone. Like they were gone the first. And then if you look in Ontario, they have 30% market share. And if you look in BC, they have the top 3 products sold on the stores.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And as you guys are aware, everyone should be aware that I'm a pot smoker. I test out every single product. Yeah. And I have to say that Metro Leaf, Aurora, and Canopy right now has the best products on the market. Yeah. I haven't found anything better than them yet. I haven't found a licensed producer that has better quality products than Canopy, Aurora, and Metro Leaf.
Yeah.
I heard that Broken Coast is pretty good, but I never tried Broken Coast. So
I haven't even heard
of Broken Coast is from Africa. They bought them out for $400 million.
Yeah, well, I tend to smoke every once in a while. I'm not a huge pothead. I used to be. How about you, Aaron? I don't know if you want to talk about that. You could plead the fifth if you don't want to talk.
No, it's okay. Once in a while, like really not that much. I mean, I want to say like a couple times a month, maybe.
Well, you did say that you were going to come to Toronto and we were going to go to the dispensaries and check out these products.
Yeah, totally. So that's something that I want to do. What do you guys think about a vlog with me and Investing Hustler? We're going to tour around Toronto, just make a fun day, fun vlog, and see like now that it's legal, what's going on in Toronto? What do we got available? So that'd be fun.
I thought there's no retail locations in Toronto right now. I thought you have to wait till April.
There are some cafes though. I think there's cafes and stuff, weed cafes.
Yeah,
but then they're legal, aren't they?
I don't know if you got to bring your own or what the deal is, but
I thought there was dispensaries only in Toronto right now.
I'm not sure. I haven't been trying to buy. I haven't been looking, so I'm not 100% sure.
We'll figure it out, but we'll make the video fun and interesting. That's for sure.
Yeah, we'll figure something.
Maybe
out.
I should fly down Toronto on April 1st when all the dispensaries open. See if there's big ass line.
If you do that, I'll be there 100%. We'll shoot the video.
100%.
Yeah.
Definitely shoot a video. So yeah, I mean, back to the topic. I mean,
How
we
about
kind of
that? What do you think? What do you think they'll? How low will they? Do you think they'll go?
for me, like
Yeah.
personally, yeah, I think that $5, 5.50 range is the lowest. Like if the stock market completely crashed, then I think they could go lower.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a slow. If we're actually starting into a bear market, I think it's going to be slow and kind of up, down, up, down, up, down, crappy returns like we've
And then
seen over the
one day
last
it's
while.
gonna snap and then just gonna fall down.
What's that?
And then one day it's gonna snap and just fall down dramatically, like 20% one day.
Do you think that's going to happen, Kevin?
I don't know. If the market crashes, it could. If
Well,
like
I
let's say
know.
all of a sudden Apple just tanks down 20%, Facebook 20%, everything's just like 20%, the market just like so ugly, Aurora's gonna follow.
Oh yeah, no,
Sure.
100%. Like I said, I've been talking about this in my market minute videos for the longest time. Like cannabis stocks, when they were running, the market was also running. But now that the market's been crap, like that's why cannabis stocks have been crap. So, um, yeah. So back to the Aurora thing. I mean, like if the market just kind of holds in there, I think if the weed stocks go into a pure bear market and we start declining more and more and more, I think Aurora, the lowest it's going to go is like 5.50. But
Yeah.
personally, like in and around the $8 range right now looks like a really good level for Aurora. So I would be surprised if we
Have
head
a
any
small.
lower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Well.
would be surprised if we head any lower than between $7 and $8 right now. Personally, I mean, I would be very shocked if we go below 7 into the sixes. Like I think if we go sideways, I think it's gonna be 7 to 9. Bullish case, of course, we're going to go back to the double digits. The market tends to recover. We see a Santa Claus rally and hopefully get back up to like 12, 13, 14. I don't know. We'll see though.
Yeah,
That's what I want to see.
there is a couple catalysts that might propel the stocks up. I heard that there's like some kind of farm bill for hemp.
Yeah.
Gets passed, hemp will be federally legal in the United States. That means people can sell hemp products in the United States, and that could cause a Christmas rally. And then the other Christmas rally could be Trump, backing off on the trade wars with China.
I want to see that, and I think that's a really good possibility. Like that could definitely happen. And if Trump, he decides to like fix the tensions, and because like, wouldn't he want to do something like that? The fact that it's like getting later on in it.
The election, yeah, midterm elections, he wants the United States to look good while he's still president. Yeah, absolutely.
Seriously, so
Trump,
that's in his
Trump
favor.
is always like looking out for himself. He's always gonna try to win no matter what. He's like, have you seen any documentaries on him?
No.
He'll do anything to get rich. He'll do anything to get money.
I seen an interview with Cam Batley. Oh no, Andrew left, and he was saying that once marijuana becomes legal in the United States, the Canadian pot stocks will be irrelevant. What do you guys think about that?
That's what I saw too. I saw that interview
Saw that,
too.
right? He said that Canadian pot stocks will become irrelevant once marijuana becomes legal in the United States. What do you think? What do you guys think?
Well, Cam Batley has mentioned multiple times that
No, not Cam Batley. Okay, yeah, sorry. Go on.
No. But Cam Batley has mentioned multiple times that the United States is a really big threat. If it becomes very illegal, there would be huge competition. That's why they're trying to grow so aggressively, trying to tap the world market before the United States becomes very legal, so they can have a huge head start and become a global dominant player.
Yeah.
That's what the goal is, but United States, at the end of the day, is a huge threat. They have so much money. It's ridiculous. Like if federally gets legal, we could see companies like Madman, like freaking Acreage Holdings, in the hundreds of billions of dollars.
Yeah, I see MedMen exploding, and I know a guy who works for RBC Capital Markets just talking about how bullish they are on MedMen and how crazy of a company they are.
MedMen is really it is a good company, but they do have the problems. Like number one is they are hugely in debt.
Yeah.
They have a lot of liability. Number two, management. I don't like. This is according to people on YouTube and stuff I read on the internet. But management seems to be extremely greedy, and the way they structured the company, they get like a huge advantage. They get big premiums. They get like lots of money. They get lots of shares. So, you know, there's that factor that management is greedy. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if management is greedy. If they can create a successful business, they're not going to be rewarded for it.
Yeah. Do you know what MedMen's revenue was last earnings?
I think it was like $20 million.
So $20 million, and
revenue.
They have a market.
But they lost a lot of money though.
1.83 billion.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not too bad. Right now they're priced at $4.19 American.
Charts don't look half bad either.
Yeah, they don't. It's a fairly new company. Also, another thing that I heard, it was Kevin O'Reilly. He said that trying to grow marijuana in Canada is going to be way too expensive because we live in a cold climate. So it's not like we can do it all year around, which makes it very expensive. Unlike growing marijuana in a country like South America, or in a country in the States like Miami, where it's hot all year round, it's not as expensive to grow marijuana. Whereas in Canada, we have to have like a certain technology to grow it in our country during the winter. So what do you guys think about that?
Well, Aurora did purchase out ICC Labs, and they have like they're in South America, so the climate is extremely warm, and they're growing outdoors right now. So
and that's very good that they're growing in warm climates, because if they're just doing it in Canada, it might just get too expensive.
And then they also have companies in Colombia too that is growing weed for them. So, I mean, Aurora is a worldwide, and then they have facilities in Europe that's growing weed for them. So Aurora is just not just growing weed in Canada. So
you don't think it's really that big of an issue?
That's not a big issue for certain companies. I'm not saying all companies, but companies focused in Canada and companies that don't have a low cost, they're gonna suffer in the long term.
Yeah.
But people who grow on a low cost basis on high quality product, they're gonna survive. And branding is also a big part of it too. So I mean, Aurora has good branding.
Yeah.
They're the only licensed producer that have Aurora as a brand. Like other licensed producers that have like, you know, different names. Aurora has Aurora, just like the Aurora stock. So like they're the only company out there. I don't know why. Like why don't we have like, you know, like freaking CanTrust product, like CanTrust, you know, like, or like Canopy instead of Tweet, or, you know.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
How long has this recording been going on for now? I think it's been a while.
Oh, it's been a while. I just got a notification that our 40-minute limit has been.
All right. Should we just end this?
Yeah.
Our
guys. Final conclusion is we think Aurora will go down to around 550.
Worst case scenario.
Worst case scenario. That's the lowest we think Aurora can go. I personally think it could go lower if Aurora continues to give out $30 million earnings, because that's
They're not going to give out $30 million.
If it happens, if it's 30 to 50, I think it could go lower, because if you're making $30 million each quarter, that's only $120 million a year, which a market cap of $8 billion. I don't think even $120 million gross revenue a year isn't that great. But if they continue to beat earnings quarter after quarter, then I don't think it'll go that low. But
you realize that by the end of the year, they'll be producing about 160,000 kilograms per year. 160,000 kilograms. That's like, hold on, 160 divided by 12. They'll be producing about 13,000 kilograms per month.
Yeah.
That's a lot of product. I mean,
exactly. But then after that, in a couple years, we're gonna have a problem of more supply versus demand. So right now, that might solve the problem temporarily, but then in 2 years, we might just be oversupplied. But who knows? That's what the future.
I guess that's everyone's opinion. My opinion is Aurora has a strong branding, and I believe they will survive. They will be a big global player, and they're already attacking the United States with Australia's capital. So
yeah,
That's true. That's true.
we'll see.
That is true. It's going to be interesting to see.
It's gonna be interesting. Hopefully they have amazing earnings. If you're right,
Yeah.
100 million revenue, gross revenue will be amazing, and then we might.
if they hit $100 million of revenue and they're cash flow positive, I think the stock's going to run back to $14. So we could have $14 by February. But in the short term, I say worst case scenario, we're going to hit $5.50.
So that would be amazing. Then we pick up those shares at $5.
Yeah.
Goes up to 14. Boom, in the green.
Yeah, double your money.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys don't get too down, and hopefully Aurora doesn't go to 550. But if it does, I will be buying some shares. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to leave me a like. If you're not subscribed, don't forget to hit that notification bell and smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to subscribe to Investing Hustler, to Departures Capital, and Cyberworld 7. We'll see you guys on our next video. Bye-bye.